In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Hangout page using a specific template. I'm going to create other videos that show you some other templates, but I'm going to be copying the PLS Hangout page for this particular video. And I'm going to assume that you already know how to upload a picture to your marketing system, to your picture gallery. If you don't, there's a link below this with a video that's going to show you how. I'm going to assume you know how to create a favicon. If you don't, there's a link below this video. And I'm going to assume you know how to replace an 11-character YouTube code inside your source code to swap videos. And if you don't, that's okay. There's a video below this that shows you how to do that. I'm going to do a sample Hangout page for a company called Empower Network. Now, I'm not in that company. I just chose this company at random. If you're in that company, great. If you're not, great. This was just an example. I'm going to be using other companies as examples as well. And so please don't read anything into that. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to hover over websites, hover over web pages, and click on copy web pages. The page I'm going to copy is in the bypass lead capture page section called PLS Hangouts. Now you always want to label your pages that you're creating very, very clear. So when you come back or you're looking at a list of things you've created, you know exactly what that is. And for me, this is a sample page because I'm doing a tutorial video. So I'm just going to call this Sample Empower Hangout page. I'm going to call the title tag Empower, and then I'm just going to scroll down and click Save. For the background, I'm going to scroll down and choose this one right here. And I've already uploaded images to my picture gallery. So I'm just going to click on the picture icon here. Click on My Library. And here's the image right here. Double click on that. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to get rid of all these buttons here. And I'm going to go to the picture gallery again. This time I'm going to click on Custom Library. And there's different shapes and sizes of Get Started buttons. I'm just going to choose this one right here. Click OK. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add a picture down below the chat box area. So I'm going to click to the right of the bottom of the chat box and then click Enter. Give myself a little space. Click the image icon here, picture icon, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm going to do this time is click on My Library. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Here's a good one right here. And I'm going to change the width of that picture to, now this was a big picture to begin with. You can't be stretching a small pic out really wide, but this was already too wide to begin with, so I'm going to drop it down to about 798. Click OK. Now below the picture I just uploaded here, or added, you'll notice there is codes to put your picture, your first name, your last name, your email. You know, if you want to use that stuff, you're welcome to. Obviously, you're going to want to get the Power Lead System out of here. If you don't want to put your picture, your first name, your email, and all that, you can remove those dynamic codes, but a lot of people like to have them there. So that's going to determine when you give your share code to someone, you know, that's obviously going to be their picture, their first name and last name, etc. Now, I'm going to create another video that shows you how to remove this border around the video. And I also have a video that shows you how to change that color around the video. But I kind of like it where it's at, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to change that favicon to an Empower Network logo. And there's a video that shows you how to do that. But because I know how to do this really quick, I'm going to go ahead and do that right in front of you. Click the picture icon, browse server, My Library, and I found this earlier. I'm going to copy this, click on source, do a search for head, and I'm just going to replace this right here. You know, a favicon is not a great big deal, but you know, sometimes it's the little details that make your page look really good. Okay, so now you certainly can't be using a Power Lead System chat box for your Hangout page. So what you need to do is go to a website called chatwing.com. Once you're at chatwing.com, what you're going to do is create yourself a free account. Once you're logged in, it's super easy to make whatever changes that you want to your chat box. For example, if I wanted to change the color of this right here, I would just click inside this box and I can move that all around. Once you're done making whatever changes you want to make to your chat box, all you do is click right here where it says use chat box. You're going to copy this long full URL, bring it over to your notepad, just paste it right in there. And then what you're going to do is everything after the chat box / you're going to copy. So you'll notice it's kind of a long code there. You're just going to copy and then come back to the page you're editing. Click on source, and now you're going to search for the word chat. And you'll notice that popped up right there. You'll see chatwing.com, and you'll see the / and here it's really not that hard to locate that big code that looks almost exactly like the one I copied just a second ago. So I'm just going to put my cursor over that, being careful not to include the / or the quote, and I'm going to paste my chat box code right there. I'm going to save the changes. Now the last thing I want to do is code that get started button. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go click on getting started. I'm going to click on companies you promote. I'm going to come down to the list of companies here and I'm going to scroll through and find Empower Network -1. Here it is right here. Click save. Now because I'm not personally going to be using this funnel, I'm just going to type in something like NFL.com. But let me go back and point something out. When I give a share code to someone, I'm going to give very specific instructions that what they're supposed to do is type in their Empower Network Getting Started page right here for Empower Network 1. So what I'm going to do is just click on Variables to your web page. I'm going to find Empower Network -1 right there. Now if you haven't pasted in a URL in the Companies I Promote section, you're not going to see it in this drop-down menu. So you have to do that first in order to see the company. I'm going to click Create. You'll notice this form down here says Good for Button, so I'm going to copy that code. I'm going to come back, highlight the button, click on the link icon, paste that URL code right here, change the protocol to Other, and I personally like to have my Getting Started pages or my product order pages, whatever, from a Hangout page. I like them to jump to a new window. In order to do that, click on Target and change the target to New Window and click OK. That way, when your prospect clicks on this button here, it's going to jump to a new window to give them the Getting Started page. Now I'm going to click on Save Changes, and that's it. I have now created this entire Hangout page. It's got my own chat box, got a nice pic below, got my own pic down below that. Get Started button works exactly like it's supposed to work. And let's say it's Tuesday night, I got a Hangout tonight. All I would do is set up my Hangout page on YouTube. I would come to my page probably 15-20 minutes early, click on Edit, click on Source, do a search for YouTube, and I would simply replace this 11-character code right here with the YouTube Hangout code that I was given when I set up my Hangout. And if you want to see what that looks like, right here, this is what it's going to look like right before you're getting ready for your Hangout. There's a little icon down here, or a little text down here that says links. Just click on that, and you're just going to copy this little code right here. Come to your notepad, paste that in there, and right after the /, if you count up those digits, that's 11 digits right there. You just copy that, come back to your page, and you're just going to paste that right over right there. And that's all there is to it when it comes to swapping that video out for your Hangout. And the great thing about Hangouts is the moment you're done, that Hangout will automatically replay for the entire week until you're ready to upload your next Hangout pages. So what I'm going to suggest is that you go ahead, create yourself a Hangout page. You can't break your system, so it's not going to hurt you to try it. In fact, you're going to love how easy this really is to do. So be on the lookout for my next videos. I'm going to show you other templates, some other tricks, and some other things that you can do to create some amazing Hangout pages.